Tragedele, the paper, the Trajaka, Chöpa Sadhana, Tragedele, Sanje, Popa, the System to Sanje, Sabat Sebi, Kiki Sebi, Obaka Chaka Chobamber, Captain Simji, Tabjela, something Chobamber, Tragedele.
Tragedele to all who are joining on the live stream and who are here in person. I offer you the milk tea. It occurred from milk tea of immeasurable compassion, which occurs from immeasurable bodhicitta. And I offer you that to the 3 times of Buddhas and all the beings of 3 realms. I offer you then immeasurable loving kindness and compassion. Tragedele.
We'll begin today's practice with the Yellow Prayer Book, opening prayers on page 1.
Moi nam ga dai nyam be sen jen dan je de wa dan de dong dan jar nyor de la na me ba yang da ba zo be jan jo rum ba je do ba ja.
All mothers, sentient beings, limitless vast space, especially those enemies who hate me, obstructors who harm me, and those who create obstacles on my path to liberation and omniscience. May they experience happiness, be free from suffering, and swiftly may they attain precious, unsurpassed, perfectly complete enlightenment. All mothers, sentient beings, limitless vast space, especially those enemies who hate me, obstructors who harm me, and those who create obstacles on my path to liberation and omniscience. May they experience happiness, be free from suffering, and swiftly may they attain precious, unsurpassed, perfectly complete enlightenment. For that purpose, until I attain Buddhahood, I will apply my body, speech, and mind to virtue. Until death, I will apply my body, speech, and mind to virtue. From today until this time tomorrow, I will apply my body, speech, and mind to virtue. I take refuge in the Buddhas until attaining the essence of awakening. Likewise, I take refuge in the Dharma and in the assembly of the Bodhisattvas. Just as the Buddhas of the past gave rise to bodhicitta and progressed along the Bodhisattva's path, so shall I give rise to bodhicitta for the benefit of all beings and practice the stages of the Bodhisattva's path. I take refuge in the Buddhas until attaining the essence of awakening. Likewise, I take refuge in the Dharma and the assembly of the Bodhisattvas. Just as the Buddhas of the past gave rise to bodhicitta and progressed along the Bodhisattva's path, so shall I give rise to bodhicitta for the benefit of all beings and practice the stages of the Bodhisattva's path. Until awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merit of generosity and the other perfections, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings. Until awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merit of generosity and the other perfections, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings. May all Mother sentient beings, limitless as space, have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they not be separated from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. May all Mother sentient beings, limitless as space, have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they not be separated from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. Now we will go to the Lama Chopa text. In the Guru deity embodiment of the three jewels, I take refuge until awakening is reached. To liberate infinite destitute beings, I make effort to accomplish the Guru's Buddha. May the offering substances of gods and humans, those actually arranged and those mentally created, outer, inner, secret, and unsurpassed, pervade all reaches of space. Pasan karma na beze sarva karma avaran bejo dana benze soy voy na
Namo Ran Chaya Namo Bhagavate Beza Sara Dharmardan Tadan Gadaya Arde Samnya Sambudaya Deya Dai Wan Benze Benze Ma Benze Ma Tenzon Benze Ma Beyan Benze Ma Bodhi Zidan Benze Ma Bodhi Mendro Pasan Karma Nan Benze Sarva Karma Avarana Besh Benze So Voi Namo Rana Jaya Namo Bhagavat Beza Sara Dharma Dharma Dane Tadan Gadai Ardi Samnya Sambudaya Deya Dai Wan Benze Ben Ma Benze Ma Tenzon Benze Ma Beyan Ben Ma Bodhi Zidan Benze Ma Bodhi Mendro Pasa Karmana Beza Sawa Kama Avaran Bejodane Beze Den Gai Ren Jia Zhan Jia Ye Wan Zi Bia Dai Nye Den Zi Ye Lai Mai Dan Yire Mie Jian Jun Jie Dian Sun Jian Gun Gun Dui Gai Man Zian Bia Zi Jian Bar Lie Jian Dan Zhui Jie Ge Shan Gai Dan Nghe Doi Zhe Be Ga Dai Zhe Be Mar Ga Doi Ngoi Dia Wan Xie Ge Jian Wen Den Dai Den Zhen Jai Jie Dor Jie Xu Dia Lai Dai Zhe Gan Bia Lai Mai Dan Jian Jie Doi Jie Zhe Jie Zhen Wei Gor Den Jiao Ye Yuan Sen Zhe Be De Den Ye Dan La Zon Jiao Zon Jiao Zon Jie Jiao Mo Dai Jiao Ne Zon Ye Ge Le Wan Zhe Ran Zhe Ye Xie Jiao Zhan Jiao.
Page 3. In an instant, I become the Yidam deity in the space in front on a sublime throne, precious and exquisite, and upon a lotus, moon, and sun seats the root guru, inseparable from Supreme Lord Jigdan Sumgun. White tinged with red, he is radiant with the splendor of the major and minor marks. He wears bright saffron-colored Dharma robes, a monk's vest, and a red meditation hat, a sign of ultimate attainment. He sits in Vajra posture within a 5-colored rainbow sphere, his hands in the Mara subduing in meditation mudras. He is surrounded by the golden garland of the ultimate lineage. Along with the masters of profound view, vast action, and meditation, in front and behind, to the right and left, upon lion thrones and seats of lotuses and moons, is the divine assembly of Yidams, the 3 jewels, and the Dharma protectors, gathered like clouds. The light streaming from the 3 syllables at the 3 places invites the wisdom beings in identical forms.
万九百劫，就算早算将尊果断劫，我们断将得也给结了。这来劫在难的些所所，断安这断在劫根本等，都在劫不可劫当不修，三业缘的本不断业来，现代真言律就就就。
Page 4. Victorious Lord Chöpa, endowed with 10 powers, together with your retinue, the ocean of 3 jewels and 3 roots, by the power of the previous vows which you took out of great compassion for all wandering beings, please come here without delay. Please be seated with joyful expression upon this lion throne with lotus and moon. With bodies as numerous as dust motes in the universe, I prostrate to the embodiment of inconceivable qualities. I offer oceans of realms, all filled with water for drinking and washing the feet, lotuses, clouds of incense, arrays of lamps, sweet fragrances, food, and music to fill all reaches of space. mentally gathering the 5 objects pleasing to the senses, the 7 treasures, the 8 auspicious symbols and substances, and so forth. I offer them to the victorious ones. I offer you a mandala of 1,000,000,000 universes of all the 10 directions laid out in groups of Mount Meru, the continents, and the islands, all adorned with various desirables. Please accept it and grant accomplishments here and now. Now we'll do the elaborate Sarkama prayer, the handout. I gaze upon the Supreme Self-Arisen Lama, seated on the immutable, spontaneously established throne, here in the mandala of primordially pure mind, as it is in the Supreme Palace of all victorious ones of the 3 times. I gaze upon the Supreme Lama, who is meaningful to behold. The instant I behold that great bliss of Dharmadhatu, I cross the vast ocean of samsara and arrive at the blissful pure ground. With the eye of wisdom, I gaze unwaveringly upon the Lama, the victorious hero in the battle. Just by remembering that refuge, all afflicting emotions, thoughts, and the hordes of Maras are defeated. In your body, the victorious ones of the 3 times of all 10 directions appear together with their offspring. With joy, I gaze upon your body adorned with all the major and minor marks, seated on the throne of fearlessness, lotus, sun, and moon. 3 kayas, nature of the mind, Vajradhara, you are inseparable from great bliss. Bowing down to you with innumerable bodies like cloud banks, yearning with a full voice, I prostrate and go for refuge. Your body, the nature of precious bodhicitta, is inseparable from all the victorious ones of the 3 times. Thus all Buddha fields are permeated by your body, and within your body all Buddha fields appear. I bow down to the glorious one. With your flawless, melodious speech, like an ocean of ambrosia, you show all phenomenon to be unborn. Thereby defeating the Mount Meru of views, I prostrate to your unhindered Vajra speech. In the mandala of immutable mind beyond thought, you never move from the equanimity state of Dharmadhatu. Yet you hold the wisdom power of knowing the 3 times. I prostrate to the spontaneously established non-duality. Even if expressed during all oceans of kalpas, by all the victorious ones without exception, the qualities of your body, speech, and mind would not be completed. I prostrate to you who possesses limitless qualities. Until the ocean of samsara is exhausted, you perform the supreme activities that ripen all sentient beings. I prostrate to you, the Lama, who is the manifold, effortlessly arising, unceasing, supreme refuge. Oceans of emanated offerings to you delight the victorious ones and ripen all sentient beings. Having completely filled the Dharmadhatu, I make this unsurpassed offering unceasingly. From the heart palace of the great being radiates the light of immeasurable bodhicitta. Thus in all the pure lands of the 10 directions, innumerable beautiful offering goddesses manifest, holding water, flowers, incense, lamps, supreme scents, and food. From the cloud banks of offering rains falls, delighting the victorious ones of the 3 times. Thereby, filling the spheres of realms, I make offerings to the victorious ones of the 3 times. Light radiates once more from the body of the victorious one, manifesting parasols, victory banners, draped banners, canopies, musical instruments, garments, precious jewels, medicine, and grains. I offer ocean-like cloud banks of these manifold offerings. The 7 precious royal attributes like the wheel, the 7 subsidiary ones like the mansion, the auspicious substances, the substances of the cities, and so on, have arisen from the 2 accumulations. Please accept these offerings. Furthermore, I behold in my mind and offer to the Protector all offerings throughout the limitless pure lands of the victorious ones that belong to an owner and do not belong to an owner, and all that is worthy to be offered. I offer pure lands of the victorious ones of the 3 times, which are the very pure mandalas of the 3 kayas, completely filled with flawless prosperity. Please accept these offerings, you, the Lord of compassion. To you, Protector, I offer my body, speech, and mind, all wealth equal to space without exception, and all the virtues accumulated in the 3 times. Out of compassion, please accept these for the benefit of all sentient beings. By seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, touching, and recollecting the Vajra goddesses of form, sound, odor, taste, and tangible objects, the 3 obscurations are purified. I offer the goddesses of appealing objects to you. Please accept them, immaculate, victorious Lord. The Vajra goddess of body, nature of form, is the supreme goddess of fully purified ignorance. I merge her with the eyes of the Lama, Lord of Dharma. Please accept this in the great bliss of non-duality. The Vajra goddess of mind, nature of sound, is the supreme goddess of fully purified hatred. I merge her with the ears of the Lama, Lord of Dharma. Please accept this in the great bliss of non-duality. The Vajra goddess of qualities, nature of odor, is the supreme goddess of fully purified arrogance. I merge her with the nose of the Lama, Lord of Dharma. Please accept this in the great bliss of non-duality. The Vajra goddess of speech, nature of taste, is the supreme goddess of fully purified desire. I merge her with the tongue of the Lama, Lord of Dharma. Please accept this in the bliss of non-duality. The Vajra goddess of activity, nature of tangible objects, is the supreme goddess of fully purified jealousy. I merge her with the body of the Lama, Lord of Dharma. Please accept this in the bliss of non-duality. The Vajra goddess of primordial emptiness of all phenomena, nature of sound, is the supreme goddess of fully purified mind. As it is, I merge her with the mind of the Lama, Lord of Dharma. Please accept this in the great bliss of non-duality. I offer means and wisdom inseparable, the supreme victorious one, the 5 families with consorts, the assembly of Viras and Dakinis, and the Buddhas filling the limitless sky. Please accept this great bliss. From the equality of all phenomena, the ocean-like samadhi, oceans of unwavering manifestations arise and guide all beings. Please accept the assemblies of the victorious offspring, the Bodhisattva, who rule all Buddha fields. The ones of great fierce wrath, full out of immeasurable compassion, show grinding teeth and fierce faces on their opposing bodies. Please accept these wrathful victorious ones of primordial wisdom, who defeat the hordes of Maras by the roar of Hung and Pe. All manifold clouds of outer, inner, and secret offerings are offered in this vast mandala of Samantabhadra's mind. Within the mode of abiding of unchanging non-duality, the unsurpassed offering of suchness is offered. All phenomenon are primarily and completely pure mind as it is. Within that, whatever confusion, dualistic appearance of oneself and others, distinction of good and bad, hatred and attachment there might be, each and everything I confess, may it be purified within that state. I rejoice with a happy mind. I rejoice in all virtues of all the victorious ones of the 3 times, of the assemblies of the superior ones, of the unceasing wheel of the 2 accumulations, and of sentient beings. I beseech you, protectors in the worlds of the 10 directions, by completely turning the wheel of stainless Dharma with the sound of the ocean-like branches of melodious speech, please ripen all sentient beings without exception. I beseech you, protectors who abide throughout all realms, please do not pass into nirvana until the exhaustion of the dhatu of space. Rather, fulfill your commitments by abiding permanently. May all sentient beings be established in the unsurpassed supreme state by this virtue, by the virtues accumulated in the 3 times throughout all samsara and nirvana, and by the undefiled innate virtue, by the light rays of immeasurable great compassion from the palace of body, speech, and mind of the victorious one. Please purify my body, speech, and mind, and thus transform it into your body, speech, and mind. Protector, as you made offerings and delighted the sublime Lama, likewise may I always offer ocean-like clouds of offerings and delight you. May I follow in your footsteps. May I perform limitless activities that do not even waver a hair's tip with respect to liberation of your body, speech, and mind. May I be renowned in the 3 worlds. Thus may anybody, just by hearing my name or remembering me, be completely liberated from the tormenting suffering and attain the state of great bliss of the victorious ones. May I turn into any form equal to the expanse of sentient beings, taming them according to their needs. Thereupon may they take refuge joyfully and be established in the unsurpassed supreme awakening. Those ones who are oppressed with shrouds of ignorance, who lost the path, who are threatened by afflicting emotions, such as the henchmen of the Lord of Death, may helplessly remember me and instantly find the supreme path. Becoming the inexhaustible wheel of ornamentation, which is body, speech, and mind of all victorious ones of the 3 times, may I completely dry out the ocean of samsara and establish all sentient beings in the unsurpassed supreme state. In all my lives may I never be separated from the authentic Lama and enjoy the glories of the Dharma by completely perfecting the qualities of bhumis and paths. May I swiftly attain the state of Vajradhara. And we'll go back to the Lama Chöpa Sadhana on page 7. To the Guru who embodies all the Sugatas of the 3 times, I respectfully pay homage with my 3 doors. I make oceans of outer, inner, and secret offerings. I confess all wrongdoings and downfalls created by the 3 poisons. I fully rejoice in the 3 secrets. Please turn the Dharma wheel of the 3 vehicles and remain in the nature of the 3 Vajras. I dedicate an ocean of virtue completely free of the 3 spheres in order to attain the unsurpassed state of the 3 kayas. Precious Guru, supreme refuge, worthy of homage, embodiment of the victorious ones of infinite directions and times, with certainty in your ocean-like qualities, I pay homage and offer praise with 100,000 melodies.
mala guru mai manda zede bala wang nai mon garam ba zede lo jo na dara na jere mala guru mai manda zede bala wang lo jo na dara na jere mala guru ma manda zede bala wang nai mon garam ba zede lo jo na dara na jere mala guru ma manda zede bala wang nai mon garam ba zede lo jo na dara na jere mala guru ma manda zede bala wang nai mon garam ba zede lo jo na dara na jere mala guru ma manda zede bala wang nai mon garam ba zede lo jo na dara na jere mala guru ma manda zede bala wang nai mon garam ba zede lo jo na dara na jere mala guru ma manda zede bala wang nai mon garam ba zede lo jo na dara na jere mala guru ma manda zede bala wang nai mon garam ba zede lo jo na dara na jere mala guru ma manda zede bala nai mon garam ba zede lo jo na dara na jere mala guru ma manda zede bala wang nai mon garam ba zede lo jo na dara na jere mala guru ma manda zede bala wang nai mon garam ba zede lo jo na dara na jere mala guru ma manda zede bala wang nai mon garam ba zede lo jo na dara na dara na jere mala guru mahamra zede balavang Om Namo Garam Bazodera Lo Jana Dharana Jeremala Garama Hamara Zede Balahong Om Namo Garam Bazodera Nadarana Jeremala Garamahamara Zede Balavang Om Namo Garam Bazodera Lojana Dharana Jeremala Garamahamara Zede Balavang Om Namo Garam Bazodera Dharana Jeremala Garamahamara Zede Balavang Om Namo Garam Bazodera Lojana Dharana Jeremala Garamahamara Zede Balavang Om Namo Garam Bazodera Lojana Dharana Jeremala Garamahamara Zede Balavang Om Namo Garam Bazodera Lojana Dharana Jeremala Garamahamara Zede Balavang Om Namo Garam Bazodera Lojana Dharana Jeremala Garamahamara Zede Balavang Om Namo Garam Bazodera Lojana Dharana Jeremala Garamahamara Zede Balavang Om Namo Garam Bazodera Lojana Dharana Jeremala Garamahamara Zede Balavang Om Namo Garam Bazodera Lojana Dharana Jeremala Garamahamara Zede Balavang Om Namo Garam Bazodera Lojana Dharana Jeremala Garamahamara Zede Balavang Om Namo Garam lo jana dharana yere mala guru mahamanda sede bala hong jo jo de san jar vai daim je je ge san doi jiang ngoi wei xian lai bei sa san zhuo wei jiang guo rai nai ye ya zhe jue bai jie lai sor wai de ye le zhe ge do bai xian jie lai so zhe lai ge do bai xian jie lai se nie jie ge do bai xian jie lai se jie san jie do bai xian jie lai ye soi do bian guo soi lai mar dan lai me zhuan zhen tu gai de wai ne gar mar dian se wen zhe dai nie jie ne jie dan bia zhe ye ren dai jian wan ye le dui gui ye sa wen zhe tar ne lai ma ang gu boi rai xian de jue ne ran de lai me san sun dan ran ge gu san yan bai jiang bai ju.
Page 9. To Ratna Shri, the Father, who is the refuge and protector of all beings of the three realms, and who is the essence of the blessings of the body, speech, and mind of all the victorious ones of the 10 directions and 3 times, together with your lineage of disciples, I pray. Grant me your blessings that I may realize the illusory body to be their Nirmanakaya. Grant me your blessings that I may realize the life energies to be the Sambhogakaya. Grant me your blessings that I may realize mind itself to be the Dharmakaya. Grant me your blessings that I may attain Buddhahood in this very life. With this supplication, the retinue dissolves into the Guru. From the Guru's forehead, throat, heart, and navel radiate white, red, blue, and yellow lights, which dissolve into my 4 places, purifying the 4 obscurations. I receive the 4 empowerments, and the seeds of the 4 kayas are planted. In the end, the Guru also melts into light and dissolves into me. The Guru's 3 secrets and my 3 doors merge inseparably.
关心，觉得存的戒表给所戒，看孙国外内本着关节。Corn de yonja laman
The virtue from having perfectly practiced the glorious Guru, together with the virtue of having offered praise and supplication, I dedicate to all beings dwelling in the three realms of samsara. May they attain the state of the Guru, who is the whole of samsara and nirvana. By the power of the three chariots of the Sutra and Tantra vehicles, the assembly of the kind lineage gurus, and the qualities of their three secrets, may there be the auspiciousness that all beings realize Mahamudra, the supreme accomplishment. Go to page 21 for the Lama Chopa prayer in English. Embodiment of all the victorious ones of 10 directions and 3 times, essence of the 5 kayas and 5 wisdoms, your boundless, compassionate activities are all embracing. Incomparable Guru, at your feet I pray. Precious, glorious Root Guru, seated on a lotus at my heart, please care for me with kindness and bestow accomplishments of body, speech, and mind. As I make offerings and pray to you, exalted Guru, the source from which all such accomplishments arise, please care for me with love from this day onward and in all my future lives. By visualizing single-pointedly the land arisen from the glory of abundant merit, the blissful pure land in the Buddha of unchanging light, may I cultivate the pure land perfectly, and may I be reborn there after passing from this life. A garland of light radiates from the Buddha's heart. From the tips of the rays, the second Buddha, Lord Jigdan Sumgön, manifests and then descends together with his sons. Having gathered accumulations and purified obscurations, may my mind stream ripen with ease. Perfect guide Ratnashri, within whom the wisdom, love, and power of all the Buddhas of the 3 times are condensed, single sufficient source of refuge, master and 2 sons. Through supplicating you, may I attain the 2 accomplishments. May the wisdom nectar of your 3 pure secrets wash away all misdeeds, obscurations, and unawareness from my 3 doors, and may my understanding of the boundless fields of knowledge, such as explanation, debate, and composition, be equal to Manjushri's. Now that I have found a precious human body possessing all the qualities of freedom and advantage, and have met the teachings of the flawless practice lineage, please grant your blessings that the awareness of impermanence will swiftly dawn within my mind, and thereby may the 8 worldly concerns collapse. As I am frightened and uncertain as to when the Lord of Death will suddenly appear and strike my fragile life, grant your blessings that I may practice the holy Dharma with fervent diligence, which will surely be of benefit in this and future lives. Grant your blessings that I am able to discern between what I should and should not do according to the prohibitions, such as the three kinds of vows taken with the Master, the disciples, and the Yidam, and bless me to know what to do and what to avoid in accordance with the subtle workings of karma, cause, and effect. Since beginningless time, I have experienced only suffering in the 6 realms of samsara. Grant your blessings that I may bring forth renunciation, and with deepest sadness towards this existence, may I strive for liberation. In seeking their own benefit, sentient beings have created evil, suffered greatly, and endured much pain for countless lifetimes in the past. Recognizing them to be my parents, grant your blessings that I may develop compassion and supreme resolve of bodhicitta. Grant your blessings that my practice of perfectly realized Mahamudra, the unelaborated Dharma sphere, may unify with the accumulation of great merit, generosity, and so forth. Grant your blessings that with the wheel-like weapon of the profound path, I may completely sever the web of samsaric existence, the karmic winds of the conceptual mind. Thereby may I attain in this very life the state of the presiding master, Vajradhara, the powerful lord of the 4 kayas. Should I not attain supreme accomplishment in this life, may I be born among the foremost disciples of Jigten Sumgun boundless light in the western lotus land called bliss endowed. In brief, in all my lifetimes, may I never be parted from the excellent teachings of the peerless Lord Drigumpa Ratnashri. May I be accepted by gurus, and may I strive with devotion for the purpose of others and myself. By the compassionate blessings of the 3 jewels and the victorious ones, through my yearning with intense devotion, and by the power of phenomena's natural state, the infallible truth of cause and result, may our wishes be fulfilled according to this aspiration. Now we will do Soka, the protector practice, beginning on page 1.
Sanje Jodan So Jen Jonan Lai Jan Jo Bar De Don Ja Sun Je Dai Ge Jan So Je Be So Nan Je Ro La Ben Je Son Je Ro Bar Jo.
Until awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merit of generosity and the other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings. Until awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merit of generosity and the other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings.
Dong me be de wa da min da wa jor je nye ran jo da nye da da we da nyong la ne ba jor je.
May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they not be separated from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they not be separated from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion.
Ranye yadan lar sarve tozo le zhe rang yang gan me lon zhe yen ba len ge nye jiang sei jiang dor ne jiang la me den de do jie den de jiang yang xian jiao jie na yang er de zeng er jie ba Om Hon Zhang Zhe A Da Dan Ma Lai Ma Ban Dan Jian Zai Hon Xie Na Wa Long Ge Bai Lo Ye Me Bar Zai Zhe Zhen 为你将不为事，历见大麦没结根，开就大灯红在了问这的这个。这些也算大玩家，为些的在坦白也，一切的在讲座就。
Page 3. I appear as the Yidam deity. From the seed syllable at my heart emanate Ram, Yam, and Kam. Fire, wind, and water burn, scatter, and wash away the faults and defects of the Torma. Above wind and fire is a hearth of skulls. Above that is a vast and spacious skull filled with the 5 meats and 5 nectars. The 5 meats are marked with Om, Hum, Tam, Hri, and Ah, and the 5 nectars with Mam, Lam, Bam, Pam, and Tam. A wind of Hum emerges from the nostrils, blowing, stirring, and lighting the fire, which melts and boils the substances. The defects bubble over, and the pure essence fills the skull to the brim. Above a moon disk lid, Hum, Ah, and Om are stacked one above the other. Lights radiate from these and gather nectar, which merges with the syllables. The 3 syllables and moon disk melt into light and dissolve into the nectar. Thus it transforms into an ocean of wisdom nectar. Light radiates from the seed syllable at my heart, inviting the Lama, Yidam, and Dakinis, the protectors and guardians of the Dharma, wealth gods, guardians of the directions, local spirits, obstructing spirits, karmic creditors, and the 6 classes of beings who then gather before me like billowing clouds. According to their ranking order, these guests partake of the Torma with light tubes emerging from their Vajra tongues and thus are pleased and satisfied.
nam je la me je de bu de je de zan je je da mar na ma ya je ma da de je la so je ve la xie zhuo ran je sa nian ge ye dan jian ge re jian zi zo bi jie ro jie ge ran ge ye men de zhe zo da ne ge zhe nam nie zi de zo wen ai wen dam jian jian zo 帮观家学家人真家的个人白马内，大将来孙根不在，天上去接着马达，莫那将着哈然内，人将神动ra hứa là, bề har nội chế za ma ra rồi, chế将过了chế多嘛呢。 ye ye ro je ga ran ga ya pa ra je ne dun zhao ge zhuo dor jie lo ban gue zhe zhen jue dan den ba zong xian bai da ge sam dun zhe ban zui wan a hui na man de zhen nội jian nor da bo mo nai man zhe lang an za ma ra dan 日节来见呀缘节，觉节多满多缘节，一节二节个人个也，决定浪就别问走，问爱问来了三个人家见到，就将就走咱日节，半个等节咱个走。 觉节顿不多满的，一节二节个人个也。 把介绍蓝顿见着，我爱我南沙巴山就接也，也大牛马儿呢南单，接把也能得大概，大部分国界多满的这些人，该也大顿去见着把人走。 爱魂给大龙真经不在，人家不论相关的。 甘愿觉节多满的，谢谢若些个人开言，诺森贤的本身就人家讲学不乱个，杨过到见过我人做，我这身见到也做，觉节多满家见的，谢谢若些个人开言，让动儿做些的，本的相生的。
Ho, please consider me. Ho, please consider me. Ho, please consider me. Glorious Vajra Guardian, Great Black One, and Haruka, Glorious Great Bhairava. By nature, you are one with Dharmata. In essence, you are the same within primordial wisdom, and in character, you are equal in unhindered activity. Hero who defeats all unfavorable circumstances, you are the foremost Lord of all appearance and existence, and all gods and demons, wrathful local guardian, great leader of activity oppressors, invincible sovereign of radiant splendor, you protect awareness holding yogins as if they were your own children, and you assess the absorption of oath-bound practitioners. You are endowed with the radiance of peace, the splendor of increasing, and the power of magnetizing activity. You are swift in activities of liberating savage foes and hindrances. Your mighty skill in protecting the teachings is sublime. Powerful Lord with the name, the one endowed with the mighty Vajra wrath, great warrior, God of yogins, please heed me. Please dwell in this holy shrine of enlightened body, speech, and mind of myself, the yogin called Vajra Haruka. Please act to conquer the dread of the four Maras and all obstacles along my path of supreme bliss, whereby I will accomplish unsurpassed awakening. Please cause me to encounter the Samadhi companion that will guide me on the authentic path. Until I attain awakening, help me to never deviate onto mistaken paths with body, speech, and mind, and cause my mind to turn toward freedom and awakening. May all unfavorable circumstances in this world be vanquished. May perfect auspiciousness and goodness pervade and increase. May God, spirits, and humans be brought under control, and at all times and in every circumstance, may enlightened activities be accomplished according to my supplications. As you are the glory and protector of all wandering beings, please perform activities to grant supreme and common cities without obstruction, effort, and effortlessly. May I vanquish all unfavorable circumstances, the enemies and hindrances with wrong views and the like, and may perfect auspiciousness and goodness pervade and prevail. Ma Hri, by the power of your compassion and previous aspirations, Mother Achi Choki Droma arise from the Dharma sphere and look upon me from the space of primordial wisdom. Miraculously descend upon this activity mandala. Mother Achi, Lady of Nanam, powerful Dharma Tara, Wisdom Tara, Samaya Tara, magnetizing goddess, flesh-eating Karma Dakini, noble Lady Tashi Sarigma, Meyuluk Sangma, Tekartruk Sama, Dingi Shal Sangma, and Chopin Trink Sama, protectors of the lineage forefathers, protectors of frightful hermitages, protectors with Samaya who pledged to protect the teachings of the Kakyu lineage. Your luminous wisdom never fades, your compassion never withholds. Your blessings are never far, and your power is unobstructed. All of you bless us yogins in our retinues through your enlightened body. Bless us through your enlightened speech. Bless us through your enlightened mind. Bless us through your enlightened qualities. Bless us through your enlightened activities. Act so as to conquer adverse circumstances and the dread of the four Maras. Please cause me to encounter the Samadhi companion that will guide me on the true path. Thus, until I attain awakening, help me to never deviate onto mistaken paths with body, speech, and mind, but cause my mind to turn toward freedom and awakening. May all unfavorable circumstances in this world be vanquished. May perfect auspiciousness and goodness pervade and increase. May God, spirits, and humans be brought under control, and at all times and in every circumstance, may enlightened activities be accomplished according to my supplications. As the glory and protector of all wandering beings, please perform activities to grant supreme and common cities without obstruction and effortlessly. May I vanquish all unfavorable circumstances, the enemies and hindrances with wrong views and the like, and may perfect auspiciousness and goodness pervade and prevail. Jaya, Jaya, Siddhi, Siddhi, Pala, Pala.
Zambala ringa reje nor jumai, Jinjo yayan sadura hula, Garchen gunga no jen yang lever, Tam je tang la zangbar gim, Ji dian gun be dian ba jiao nan lai, Zhe dian da lo ya jie jin zai dan, Nan de ge zong to yun zhe le dian, Zang wa la do zong ge den be zai, Nir jun do yo ngo dan ren jie do, Zai ge zai da zhao, Nir jie dang, Ri ma jie zhu mi ra do me zoi, Zhe mi dar zai ren jie gong zun so, Ko ge zang wa zang gun jur bai den, Zi ge jin bei ye xian ju bei zo, Ten song tam jie jiang zui zuo lan ber, Zuo lan ju dan ba lo Do dan gang o tam si nian jia xai, Gang zhi sar ju ji bei xia dun jai, Zhi bei da xiang zhi li ngun dan zui, Ga dan ten song kur dan gang sa jiang, Par dan nian bei zha bei sa san jia, Dan wei zha san de bei ge bang dar, Par jie jian dan xie ga bu dan dui, Jie san dun, Ju xian zhe paran zui, Jie dian san gun qu jie ren qian jie, Jie zhe den bei sa qian qia paran zui, Qian ge den si ga jia lun ju nam, Dan jie song ma nir de zai wei jiang, Nan jie ju wen zhe len zhe paran zui, San jie den san gun jiao wen ban dui, Gen de de jie nan jie zai par bei, Nian bei dar Dong bei lai, Gur dan lun jue jie ba nie dan zai, Ge mi lan zui den bei le da jie, Me la yan zi de mo jie wa dang, Na war da de nian bei dam de xian, Zhe jian e ba na da min zhe xian, Zai gan jian bei ran zi zan ba dang, Li lai ren jian de wai kun nan zui, Ye la nan ba ro, Ten zhen jim, San mi de wei nan yang gong paran zui, Ju sir ju 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 zhen ju de nan, De zar ma yin zi dong jie wan zui, Ye lai zha xie lan jian ban san zui, Jie zi lan che le zhong dun zui, Ye bei zha jia jiang guan cai wa jia, Da na san du ye xian, Da dan da ye sen jie tam jie jia, Lai mi zu bei xiang jie zhi ba lai, Bar jie ma li xie wa dan, Dun jie ma li lin jie zhi paran zui, Jie ai gan xie ye lai zhen ba zam jie jian, De bei nge zhe zu wan zai ba ye, Song ma ye xian er wei jie nam jie, Da ge san de ma lin zhe ba. Zado Zamaya, Manabalaya, Bezer Sado Dinoba, Dejandra Membawa, Sodukayo Membawa, Sobechayo Membawa, Anurado Membawa, Sarva Sede Membrayaza, Sarva Karma Sesame, Sidan Shea Guru Hong, Ha 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 Hoi Banga Ven, Sarva Tadangat, Beza ma me menza beza bava ma samai sai doi wai je je dormen jore nai ga la jen zo den ba dar ra ra ne zan be zan mo gan ze jin ra jo ba zo.
All you guests who have received this offering and giving torma like clouds dissolving in the sky, please depart to your abodes, Vajramu, and return here when I call for you again. Remaining within psychic existence, fused with this image, please bestow good health, longevity, and power, as well as every kind of excellence. In the presence of the transcendental conqueror, you vowed to care for us practitioners as lovingly as your own child. May the auspiciousness of the Dharma protectors be present. Now we'll go to the Rainfall of Benefit and Happiness text to do Zambala, Summoning Good Fortune on page 63.
in fulfilled activity, the best deeds, there's no words for jealousy. Anukasi Vidis, the Dharma sphere, and fight perfections in the Gaya Gandharma. Of the find others in your life. Mastery, fortune of the dwell. Self-display. Liberating powers. Fortune of lords and kings, dancing light at entertaining to spear. Of enlightenment, who Lord was a warrior Zambala, who was God before all things, master of life, wherever the fortune give your court, don't waver from your heart pledge. Think of us compassionate, lead your own life fortune, be the fortune of God, fortune of peace, horses, and weapons which conceal livestock, their fortune of fertile sheep, and of fragile rose fortune, or the sons of their scatter, weapons which planting cows pull, used to carry loads of this good fortune be, fortune of lovely seed. Highly priced gold and silver, grand fortunes and seeds, precious gems and ornaments, food and drink of every kind, be them heroes good fortune, Brahma's fortune from above. That God spirits were he was God's and humans' wealth. Bring them heroes good fortune, Zambala is a leader. Balai just fortune, where Jamil and Mary. Says all the Jesus, nine kings are reaching forth. Does the jugger know? Where there's a jugger, the courage of Buddha. As gender yon, the perfect what good and glory, strength and the miracle power. Then on Zambala, Joy, Bother, the Joy,
virtual skills.
Joy, the Bother, Joy, don't you
Good fortune, like sun in eastern rise.
nhớ tôi chân thân joy 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 lo yêu cho nên sẽ nói lo trên chân thân
fortune
lập chưa cho nên sẽ nói về chân thân joy chẳng cơ cho nên sẽ joy chân thân boy joy joy đang cơ cho nên sẽ nói cho chơi chân thân
fortune
lo cơ cho nên sẽ nói để cho chân thân miệng chân joy nhẹ đó đó bờ tôi Nhân đôi chân thân joy joy bờ lơ rồi nhớ bờ
like dazzling star garlands.
Hồng sưởi cho số tôi chân bòi đôi mê ơi thế ôn tôn chân thơ cô chế để tôn bòi chế chân Tao cho rình chân bòi đôi mê ơi thế nô luôn cho yon cô chế thế sơ bàn chế chân Nấp cho bè mãn bòi đôi mê ơi quan tư quan tư yon cô chế non sẽ quan tư nirvana cho số lệ chân bòi đôi mê ơi lệ chân trở lệ yon cô chế non sẽ tôn cơ sở Nó là do tôi gọi chơi chế an tâm lệ an an tư cô chế chơi ơn tư
subjects you
Ngài ơn ta là yon gọi chế an nè quan ta là ta bật Yo yon chế ta là ta
steadfast
Thế chế ta là chơi chơi Bởi mê ta ta là son cho When you're never
unchanging,
Chém mê chế yang ở đồ Rồi sẽ mê đỡ chém ở đồ Rồi sẽ nói nông chém Cho tôi tư mong ngờ gà Rồi bạc mê linh
spontaneously, Sabasiri ala Om Ahom, three Kayas, Lama, deities of longevity, dakinis of Uddiyana, and assembly of wealth gods, please bestow the four empowerments upon me and other fortunate disciples. Being bestowed with the supreme form empowerment upon my body, may I attain the indestructible Vajra body. Being bestowed with the supreme speech empowerment upon my speech, may I attain the power of Brahma's 60 melodies. Being bestowed with the supreme mind empowerment upon my mind, may I attain power over the unborn simplicity. May I obtain the essence Kaya empowerment, the ultimate empowerment that is the spontaneous presence of the three Kayas. May I obtain the empowerment to the Guru's three Kayas, which causes the three poisons to manifest as the three Kayas. May I obtain the empowerment to the long-life deities of the five families, which causes the five poisons to manifest as the five aspects of primordial wisdom. May I obtain the empowerment of the dakinis of Uddiyana, by which the body of deathless primordial wisdom is obtained. May I obtain the empowerment of white Zambala Yabyum, which effortlessly and spontaneously accomplishes ordinary and sublime cities. May I obtain the empowerment of wealth gods and treasure lords, which perfects the abundance of food, wealth, and riches. May I obtain the empowerment of Mahamudra, which liberates from samsara's pain. May I obtain the empowerment of self-knowing Dharmakaya, which is the primordial purity of the delusional perceptions of unawareness. May I obtain the empowerment of the great completion, which is the primordial purity of all phenomenon of samsara and nirvana. May I obtain the empowerment of the great middle way, which naturally liberates the four extremes of eternalism and nihilism. May I obtain the empowerment to the perfection of wisdom, which is inexpressible, being beyond words and thoughts. May I obtain the empowerment of total openness, free from fixation, which naturally liberates dualistic propensities. May I obtain the empowerment of immortal life, which is the unchanging expanse of awareness. May I obtain the empowerment of awakening within one lifetime, which is the endless accumulation of merit. Hom Hri, the Guru who is the three Kayas, deities of longevity, dakinis of Udayana, and assembly of wealth gods, my own body, speech, and mind, this life, all solid and substantial matter, all these dissolve like clouds dissolving in the sky or water pouring into water, without reference point into the all-pervasive open space of Ah. In a state of non-distraction, rest at ease. In the unborn basic space of phenomenon, let go of everything. In a state of simplicity, remain free and open. Still with steadfastness. Smile, seal, seal, seal.
Nang song wang, sama semje wang de, song de tu yore, zabali judo tapa tu yore, dol san chok sem de jure, jena, deri wang de ju tok yore, sem ge wang tok yore, deri da raja kan de wang ne, ne deri, chek ge dong ko san chok sem ge dong ko ne, o, deri de rang jure san chok de jena, wang ne deri, nang da sama ge wang tok de, ne lu dol chopa, dol wang jo, 사족 셈 찌라들이란 게 랑게 셈에 내록된 자공도 전에 들이 있으면 베시 똑고요 그래 왕때 문에들이 다자까지 똑고요 그래 같이 그 다자까지 왕 똑고요 말이지 리드 찌르 리드 숍다고 돌아다고 리드 요고 그래 셈때 가지는 계시요 말이 셈고 왕 똑고 그래 셈을 삽제 찌는 들 왕 똑고요 그래
The empowerment, there are outer empowerment, we call the receive through the one's body, and inner empowerment, the empowerment of speech, inner empowerment received through speech, and secret empowerment received through mind. Actually, we all receive the empowerment of speech around the world, but in the reality, we are going to receive the secret empowerment, which is the empowerment of the mind. So that, as Malarava says, that if one relates the ultimate truth, which is like a bone and stones meeting or touching. So if one give the inner empowerment is that one give rise bodhicitta, and then after that one practice with that the bodhicitta with one's mind, and that is the the ultimate or the secret empowerment. So if we want give rise to bodhicitta, then the mind, the grasping like ice melt, and then one can give rise the wisdom of non-duality. And actually, we receive empowerment through online. Some says, we will not receive empowerment through empowerment. Actually, the body is like the clothes, outer clothes, but the real, the secret empowerment or true of empowerment is that one realized the meaning of this empowerment, then one received empowerment.
往他们这出多人，说那是他们把这个产业往他们说，第二，往他们今年都个的，长期搞的，哦，什么年纪没吧？什么看到大几年纪没吧？啥出去大地没吧？查的，这里什么情况之类的，大用了，大没个人，什么哪看到一查了，这个产业往他们说的，这里哪看到说那哪看到我查了。 这东西他们这都在对啊，就不多对了。这就长期往下话的，你这没法查的，这什么看那些查着的，这是个有的。
So here's may I obtain the empowerment of awakening within one lifetime, which is the endless accumulation of merit. So all of conclude all of the, included all of these empowerments. Then these are actually related with the one's merit, and then if if there's no dualistic perception, then that is the real Buddha. Then at that time, one's mind becomes like an empty space, and then one gives rise to bodhicitta. Then at that moment, then one doesn't have self-grasping. So that's where here it says, "May I obtain the empowerment of awakening within one lifetime, which is the endless of accumulation of merit." At that moment, then the merit also become like the empty space. So that then one can experience that great happiness, which free from all the sufferings.
大当波的讲，那多等是切着我的，那多切中了，这把没法查的，甚至哪看那些查的有的，我经哪看那些爹的里，一些的，也得有个也，他这些被写中，就往这里找个有的，上街去话的，哦，你这没有了，甚至哪看那些，哪看了你有嘛的。 这下高上，这高的这里上街往大上街去把它搞来的，你这没有什么在上街的，什么上街过的，这个大的叫过的，大地嘛家的，那都没有什么在那那的了，这里养家那多的，我那么就个这马街不他了这里，大地嘛家的，老是轰就是把轰那里就过的，这轰的跟你看过了，轰的大街你有嘛的。
So when I hit the gong, at that time, the one's thoughts spontaneously cease. At that moment, then one's mind doesn't have a dual fixation. At that moment, one's mind becomes like an empty space. We call that the ultimate or paramodure wisdom. And at that moment, one received the empowerment. Because at that moment, one's mind becomes like an empty space, and one's mind doesn't have a dualistic perception. The mind, which is non-duality, that's we call the Buddha. So then, during the second, I hit the second time. At that time, actually, one gives rise I or the grasping. So for the sake of eliminate that, then you are going to bring your attention into the syllable Hong, and then you are going to rest on this syllable Hong. So the reason 2 times I hit the gong is that.
Home. 남도 몇 센트 토마 당한테니 home 마주가 나오는 막 뛰는 쪽으로 나올 때 뛰는 쪽선들이 막 그래들이 코가 토마를 박차 야야자 공부를 그리 저희 홍고는 남시대 홍고는 대대는 그럼 이게 대 홍지 상제.
So when I hit this gun at that time, then the one's mind actually one's mind should rest on the without thought. But if your mind enters into the I or self-grasping, then it how to say, it accumulates imprint, and then it makes the imprint. So then, since the beginning and endless of the samsara, it makes the beginningless and endless samsara imprint. So when I hit the gong, and then if your consciousness rests in the home, then that's called the Buddha.
Hom Hri. By this virtue of timelessness beyond the three times, may all beings be relieved from the suffering of hunger and poverty, hunger, and thirst, and may all wishes and enjoyments be fulfilled. At last, may they swiftly attain the most excellent state of the Master Padmasambhava and Amitabha, and the Buddha feel great bliss and reach the ground of no return. Page 98, World Peace Prayer. To the unfailing sources of refuge.
So here says, may I reach the bhumi that never return back. So that means mind becomes like a empty space, and at that moment, then one reaches on the bhumi where one never returned back from there.
World Peace Prayer. To the unfailing sources of refuge, the three jewels and three roots, and especially Chenrezig, the protector of the land of snows, to noble Tara and Guru Padmasambhava, I pray, please remember your sacred pledge of former times. Please grant blessings that this aspiration be entirely fulfilled. In this dark age of decline, the thoughts and actions of beings are corrupted, and the balance of the outer and inner elements is lost. Through these causes and conditions, humans and animals alike are seized by epidemics and diseases unknown in the past. They are struck by planetary demons, nagas, evil spirits, dark forces, and elemental spirits. Crops are damaged by blight, frost, and hail, and there is fighting and dispute. Untimely rains, heat waves, and droughts in the world, fear of earthquakes, fire, adversaries, and natural catastrophes, and in particular, evil hordes that hurt the teachings and so forth, cause harm and violence throughout the world. May these be swiftly pacified and vanquished from their very roots. In the minds of all beings, human and non-human, may precious and supreme bodhicitta arise naturally, and free of harmful thoughts and actions, may the minds of all be filled with love for one another. May the entire world enjoy abundant happiness and wealth, and may the Buddha's teaching spread far and endure long. By the truthful power of the three roots, the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, by whatever virtuous roots there are in samsara and nirvana, and by the power of our highest pure intention, may this aspiration be fulfilled. Now we'll do the dedication prayer from Shantideva, the Way of Bodhisattva, in the Blue Prayer Book on page 61. As Rinpoche, Garchen Rinpoche has asked us to accumulate reciting this prayer as much as possible. By all the virtue I have now amassed by composition of this book which speaks of entry to the Bodhisattva way, may every being tread the path to Buddhahood. May beings everywhere who suffer torment in their minds and bodies have, by virtue of my merit, joy and happiness in boundless measure. As long as they may linger in samsara, may their present joy know no decline, and may they taste of unsurpassed beatitude in constant and unbroken continuity. Throughout the spheres and reaches of the world, in hellish states wherever they may be, may beings fettered there, tormented, taste the bliss and peace of Sukhavati. May those caught in the freezing ice be warmed, and from the massing clouds of bodhisattva prayers, may torrents rain in boundless streams to cool those burning in infernal fires. May forests where the leaves are blades and swords become sweet groves and pleasant woodland glades. And may the trees of miracles appear, supplanting those upon the hill of Shamali. And may the very pits of hell be sweet, with fragrant pools all perfumed with the scent of lotuses, be lovely with the cries of swan and goose, and waterfowl so pleasing to the ear. May fiery coals turn into heaps of jewels, the burning ground become a crystal floor, the crushing hills celestial abodes, adorned with offerings, the dwelling place of Buddhas. May the hail of lava, fiery stones, and weapons henceforth become a rain of blossoms. May those who hell it is to fight and wound be turned to lovers offering their flowers. And those engulfed in fiery Vatarani, their flesh destroyed, their bones bleached white as kunda flowers. May they, through all my merit strength, have godlike forms and sport with goddesses in Mandakini's peaceful streams. What fear is it, they'll ask, that grips the henchmen of the deadly Lord, the frightful vultures and the carrion crows? What noble strength is it that brings us joy and drives away our dreadful night? And looking skyward, they will see the shining form of Vajrapani. Then may their sins be quenched in joy, and may they go to him. And when they see the seething lava flood of hell, extinguished in a rain of blossoms, drenched in scented water, at once fulfilled in bliss, they'll ask, how can this be? And thus the denizens of hell will see the one who holds the lotus. Friends, throw away your fears and quickly gather here, for who is it who comes to banish dread, this youth with bound-up gleaming hair, this loving bodhisattva saving and protecting every being, whose power relieves all pain, increasing joy? Do you see the splendor of his house that echoes praises of 1,000 goddesses, the 100 gods who lay their diadems before his lotus feet, the rain of flowers falling on his head, his eyes moist with compassion? Thus may those in hell cry out on seeing Manjughosha, and likewise when through these my roots of virtue they see the joyful clouds let fall their cooling scented rain, their obscurations cleansed by bodhisattvas like Samantabhadra. May all those languishing in hell come now to perfect happiness, and may the stooping animals be freed from fear of being preyed upon, each other's food, and may the famished spirits have such joy as those who dwell within the northern continent, and may they be replete and satisfied by streams of milk that pour from noble Lord Avalokita's hand, and bathing in it may they be refreshed and cooled. And may the blind receive their sight, and may the deaf begin to hear, and women near their time bring forth like Maya Devi, free from any pain. And may the naked now be clothed, and all the hungry eat their fill, and may those parched with thirst receive pure waters and delicious drink. May the poor and destitute find wealth, the haggard and the careworn joy. May confidence relieve those in despair and bring them steadfastness in every excellence. May every being ailing with disease be freed at once from every malady, and may all the sickness that afflicts the living be instantly and permanently healed. May those who go in dread have no more fear. May captives be unchained and now set free, and may the weak receive their strength. May living beings help each other in kindness. May travelers upon the road find happiness no matter where they go, and may they gain without the need of toil the goals on which they set their hearts. May those who put to sea in boat or ship attain the ports that they desire, and may they safely come to shore in sweet reunion with their kith and kin. May those who lose their way and stray in misery find fellow travelers, and safe from the threat of thieves and savage beasts, be tireless in their journey light. May children and the old, the weak protectorless, bewildered in the wild and pathless waste, and those whose minds are dulled, and all who are insane. Have pure celestial beings as their guardians. May all attain the human state and be possessed of wisdom, faith, and love, with perfect livelihood and sustenance. May they have mindfulness throughout their lives. May everyone have unrestricted wealth, just like the treasury of space, enjoying it according to their wish without a trace of harm or enmity. May beings destitute of splendor become magnificent and bright, and those worn down by toil and drudgery acquire great beauty and perfection. May all the women in this world attain the strength of masculinity, and may the lowly come to excellence, the proud and haughty lose their arrogance. And thus, by all the merit I have gained, may every being, leaving none aside, abandon all their evil ways, embracing goodness now and evermore. From bodhicitta, may they never separate and constantly engage in bodhisattva deeds, and may they be accepted as disciples by the Buddhas and turn aside from what is Mara's work. And may these beings, each and every one, enjoy an unsurpassed longevity, living always in contentment. May the very name of death be strange to them. On every side, in all the 10 directions, may groves of wish-fulfilling trees abound, resounding with the sweetness of the teachings spoken by the Buddhas and their bodhisattva children. And may the earth be wholesome everywhere, free from boulder cliffs and chasms, flat and even like a level pond, and smooth like lapis lazuli. And for many circles of disciples, may multitudes of bodhisattvas rise in every land, adorning them with every excellence. From birdsong and the sighing of the trees, from shafts of light and from the sky itself, may living beings, each and every one, perceive the constant sound of Dharma. May they come into the presence of the Buddhas and meet with bodhisattvas, offspring of the same. With clouds of offerings unbounded, may the teachers of the world be worshipped. May kindly spirits bring the rains on time for harvest to be rich and plentiful. May princes rule according to the truth, and may the world be blessed with all prosperity. May medicines be strong and full of virtue. May healing spells be chanted with success. May spirits of the air that feed on flesh be kind, their minds imbued with pity. And let no being ever suffer pain. Let them neither ail nor languish, never doing evil. May they have no fear nor suffer insults, and their minds be ever free from sorrow. In monasteries, temples, and the like, may reading and reciting widely flourish. May harmony prevail among the Sangha, and may its purpose be all fulfilled. May ordained monks intent upon the practice find perfect places for retreat and solitude, abandon every vagrant thought, and meditate with trained and serviceable minds. May nuns have all their wants supplied. May quarreling vindictiveness be strange to them. Let all who have embraced monastic life uphold a pure and unimpaired observance. May they feel regret when discipline is broken, and may they always strive to cleanse away their faults. May they thus obtain a fortunate rebirth wherein to undertake unfailing discipline. May the wise and learned be revered and always be sustained by offerings. With minds suffused with purity, may their renown spread far and wide. May beings never languish in the lower realms. May pain and hardship be unknown to them. Enjoying more than godlike strength and beauty, may Buddhahood for them be swiftly gained. Again and yet again, may sentient beings make offerings to all the Buddhas, and with Buddha's unimagined bliss, may they enjoy undimmed and constant happiness. May all the Buddhas now, bodhisattvas now fulfill their high intention for the sake of beings, and sentient beings likewise now receive the good the Buddhas have in store for them. And may the Arhats and Praktya Buddhas at length attain their perfect happiness, and may I also, through Manjushri's kindness, reach the ground of perfect joy, and throughout the stream of all my lives embrace monastic ordination. Thus may I abide, sustained by simple ordinary fare, and in every life obtain a dwelling place in perfect solitude. Whenever I desire to gaze on him or put to him the slightest question, may I behold the unobstructed vision of Manjughosha, my protector. To satisfy the needs of beings dwelling in the 10 directions to the margins of the sky, may I reflect in every deed the perfect exploits of Manjushri. And now, as long as space endures, as long as there are beings to be found, may I continue likewise to remain, to drive away the sorrows of the world. The pains and sorrows of all wandering beings, may they ripen wholly on myself, and may the virtuous company of bodhisattvas bring about the happiness of beings. May the doctrine, only remedy for suffering, the source of every bliss and happiness, be nurtured and upheld with reverence, and throughout a vast continuance of time endure. And now to Manjughosha I prostrate, whose kindness is the wellspring of my good intent, and to my virtuous friends I also bow, whose inspiration gave me strength to grow. Yellow Prayer Book for the Long Life Prayers on page 20. For this realm, encircled by snow-covered mountains, you are the source of all benefit and happiness without exception. Tenzin Gyatso, Lord Chenrezig, may your life remain steadfast until the end of samsara. Embodiment of the three jewels, great being who upholds and increases the teachings of the Shakya lion, you perfectly guide others with your excellent deeds. May you, the precious Guru who accomplishes everything spontaneously, live long. Holder of the teachings of Lord Trigumpa, great sovereign of the three jewels, through the power of your peerless compassion and the holy Dharma's peaceful light, you bring relief to beings. May your life be long. Known in the noble land as Arya Deva, you emanated into the Gar clan of eastern Tibet as Chodingpa, the heart son of Jigden Gompo. May the life of the glorious Garchen remain steadfast for 100 eons. Page 26. May the teaching of the great Trigumpa Ratna Shri, Master of Interdependence, Omniscient Lord of Dharma, who has seen all knowable things, be upheld through teachings and practice, through hearing, reflecting, and meditating until the end of existence. Your 1,000 arms are the 1,000 wheel-turning kings. Your 1,000 eyes are the 1,000 Buddhas of this fortunate eon. Your love is boundless like space. I supplicate the Bodhisattva Chenrezig.
All the Sangha who are joining on the live stream and who are here in person, may you have a long life, and thank you so much. Tashi Dele.
Thank you, everyone. And please be sure to join this afternoon for Khenpo Tenzin's meditation on mindfulness from 3 to 4, and then discussion group question answer from 4 to 5. Everyone be well. Take care.